Hey, what is up, Wolfpack? It's me, Kyle here, and today marks the end of weekend 1 for the Black Ops 4 private beta. Now, of course, it's a beta. We can expect some glitches, some bugs, and stuff, because it is beta, but I do have some general feedback, my opinions, and thoughts around the community to give about the game, and overall review the first weekend of the beta, what they could change, what they could fix, stuff like that, and what I loved about the game. First thing I will say, this game is really fun. It's a whole lot of fun. I've had a whole lot of fun playing it, and I've heard a lot of people saying that this is the most fun they've had since like Black Ops 2. And I can't say Treyarch knows how to make a really fun game. But with that said, let's hop into all the details. So for starters, I will say all the modes so far in the beta are really fun. Everything seems to be in order, but Search and Destroy only rewards, I think, only 100 score per kill. And that definitely needs to be at least translate to 500 XP per kill or per action, because Search and Destroy is much slower, and it's kind of how Call of Duty always did it, even in its prime. Now, Control is the brand new mode. I really enjoy it. It can be really fun and really competitive at times, especially due to the limited lives, and a lot of interesting things can happen there. Now, the weapons look and sound great. Gunfights are smooth, and the new healing mechanic I really appreciate because it allows me to evade a gunfight when I'm losing, heal up, and jump back in to finish them off. It also allows me to decide when to heal and how to play more tactically, such as rushing an injured person while they're healing themselves. I personally think this change is a good one. Now, when it comes to weapons in Black Ops 4, I can say in this first weekend of the beta, I tried every weapon I possibly could, and so far, every single one of them is actually pretty good. I like all of them that I've used, and I can do good with all of them. The MX9, though, does seem to be a little bit overpowered compared to the other weapons. I recommend a nerf to that strongly. And one thing I was going to say was that the pump shotgun seemed a little underpowered and should at least get a fire rate buff. But once I got used to it and unlocked a lot more attachments, the better it became. Shotguns are actually decently good as well. But yeah, besides the MX9, the vast majority of the weapons seem balanced and very fun. Now, as for the score streaks, some work is expected and some are stupidly broken. For example, it's not uncommon to call in an RCXD and have it get stuck under the map, or have it flip over and not be able to flip it back. Now, I've gotten to use the AC-130 gunship maybe about 4 times now, and I've gotten to little to no kills every time I've used it. It seems a little underwhelming. Most of the maps are very closed off and don't allow many kills at all with it, and nearly all players are running Cold-Blooded or Ghost or something like that, since it's kind of like a default perk, and they're not even being targeted, and it's really hard to find people. But when I do find like a little hole or something to shoot through inside of a building, I would always get some hit markers and not even deal damage to some players that are in the vicinity. I've also noticed that a lot of the AI streaks are kind of bad. The strafe run misses everything more often than not, and the Mantis gets stuck a lot and sometimes doesn't even target enemies. I will say though that the Mantis is pretty good when I control it manually, so just maybe fix up the AI and all the streaks and those will be spot on. And lastly, when it comes to the maps in the beta so far, they look really beautiful graphically and the aesthetics are overall really good, but the design and the layout I do not like at all. All the maps in the beta so far are small, like ridiculously small. Every single one of them is close quarters and 3 lanes. The problem with this is that SMGs become the meta in games like this, and other guns don't even get a chance. For example, there's not a single map in this beta where I can post up in some location far away from enemies and snipe them. Therefore, snipers have to be quick and fast, so most of the snipers will be quickscopers. In my opinion, this is what ruined Call of Duty World War II for me. They only had small 3-laned maps, and even if there were big maps, there was so much clutter and confinement in them that everyone still only used SMGs. Whatever happened to those legendary maps from World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, MW2, and MW3? Those games are loved by many, and I can tell you for sure that maps definitely have a role in it. If Black Ops 4 has variety, if they have some large and open maps, some close, tight, and small maps, and especially a lot of medium maps, then this game will be great. But as far as I can see right now, the beta maps are just too confined and too strict, without a lot of path choices, just not much variety at all. If this stays true in the full game, then the meta, just like World War II, is going to strictly be SMGs and fast-firing weapons. Whatever happened to maps like Array, Crisis, Launch, Villa, and WMD, some of those bigger, more medium maps that are a lot of fun, just to name a few. This game needs map variety, and Treyarch needs to stop putting so much strict 3-lane confinement on all their maps. With all that said, Black Ops 4 has the potential to be the best Call of Duty game of this generation. They just need to tune up some stuff and fix some of the stuff I mentioned in this video, such as the maps, the AI score streaks, and just a little bit of weapon tuning, and this game is going to be great. It's honestly a lot of fun, and it would be even better and just amazing with these fixes. So hopefully someone at Treyarch can see this, or Activision or something like that. Hopefully we can get this video out there. Hopefully you guys can help me out with that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.